Hey guys, welcome back to my content of my very own. You know what it is. Okay, so I have done a subreddit that I've done before called Murder by Words. If you guys don't know what Murder by Words is, someone ever said to you about, the negative about you and then murder their words by, facts and all that, then the truth about it, about someone who's ever posted it. It's all about the words, whoever they put on social media. They say that anything that is negative to you, they could probably fight back with some words that could definitely hurt them. So sticks and stones can definitely hurt your bones, but the words, you cannot hurt anyone. Well, words can do hurt. So I'm gonna hop on a Reddit, but I might say this is an r slash. It's not a Reddit zone, but we're just gonna have to stick on to that Reddit. So let's do this. This is r slash murdered by words. Ladies and gentlemen, this is murdered by words. It's a place for well constructed put downs, comebacks, and counter arguments. All right, so there's no politics or something like that. Okay, let's go through one of the hot topics that we have, and then after this, we'll go through the some of the new ones they have right there. Okay, let's start with this first one. Okay, this one. Another question is why is it that the most deadly nerve agent ever known, not killing overweight man in his 60s? Indeed, it didn't even make him ill for hours after coming into contact. I don't know what happened in Salisbury, but what we're told was grade A BS. Nerve agents absorbed through the skin take many hours to reach lethal effect. The script falls to medical treatment in time to save it. Nerve agent poisoning is a medically treatable condition. A drug called entropy saved them. Complete and utter tripe. Do some research. You believe what you want to believe. Do some research, you say. I did. Lots of it. For this book on nerve agents. Know the author. Do some. Oh, yep. Yep. He definitely wrote this book right here called Toxic: The History of Nerve Agents from Nazi Germany to Putin's Russia by Dana Kazinska. That's weird because he's the author. He is actually the author of this. Is it best selling? Sure hope so. Oh, wait a second. Let's go. Well, like I said, he's the author saying that, oh, there is a deadly agent known. And he is this person thought so smart, person knows anything about the Salzburg, but to realize you're talking to the author. I mean, it's a best-selling author. If it's a best-selling author, you should probably apologize because that's the book, right? That was the book. Okay, this one here. All right. I often ask myself, what if I moved to the States? But then I remember tipping and stay where I am. My Brazilian 10% optional tip is only at restaurants habits. Could I ever adapt to that crazy tip everyone just in case system? Decide not to move somewhere just cost tipping? Actually, the lack of public health system and workers' rights are the main deciding factors. I was just being nice by not beating a dead dog. That was the fact that it is based on whatever tip they have. It's whatever the health system have and the workers are there. It's based on if we give them the tip. If some of the servers are being rude there, I would just give them less tip or maybe not tip at all if if that company is very disrespectful for us, yeah, we'll not be able to tip. But if they're treating nice for us, then we could pay 10% or maybe 20%. That's just how it works. That's just how tipping works. You gotta tip. Because if you don't tip, they will assume that you don't like this place. You're literally being a bad person. That's all I have to say. It's a shame you aren't like a real scientist, learning about something instead of thinking false, stereotypical, bigoted statements. I like it when you posted items about science and scientists because I am always learning and want to learn about what I don't know. I hate it when you lump all religions to believing a lie, which I assume you mean a belief in supernatural God, when most religions require so much belief. And by defining all religions this way, you insult me and other members of many religions. And then the science enthusiast said, it's not my fault you internalized an ideology into part of your identity. If you feel insulted by someone saying an idea, Christianity is dumb, it is. That's completely on you. If someone says the earth is flat, does that insult you? Of course not, because we can prove the earth is not flat. Yet that's someone being told their idea is a lie. And the only reason to have an emotional reaction to being told your idea is a lie is because you can't use facts or logic to prove yourself right. You're just left with emotion, which means deep down, you know you might be wrong. Thought so. I thought so. If you don't believe in science, well, look around you. Everything around us is science. What if, because if you don't vaccine, then you might probably die. Your kids are not gonna be worth it. Oh, so awful. And someone down in the comment, I'm just looking at the comment. Did dude say most religions require a belief in supernatural? Don't understand. Okay, Buddhism, as far as I can tell, deals with cause and effect, and does pose the existence of some sort of soul, not good lording over everything. There are such things in Buddhism. There's a lot of other religions too. Anybody can be a religion. Anybody has that idea. Not trusting science. I'm gonna question your thoughts. I'd say with a password. Okay. Work extremely hard. Never give up hope and think outside the box. And you can own in one of these towns. I am one of the normal people make a modest living last year in Vale proper. If there's will, there's a way. I love these meaningless nuggets of advice that people dribble out of normal people's mouths. It's clearly self-serving and must soothe your ego to passively call someone for not working hard enough. What was it in my statement that makes you think I don't work hard? Todd, keep working on your empathy. Keep up with your attempts to reach out to people in a convincing way. And one day, just maybe, you will experience life without the ego, without the constant need for approval in the form of the overpriced townhouses in artificial town. I guess I will go eat some cake now, for F's sake. Maybe, yeah, maybe you stop, inflating your own ego, then maybe we would have done it. Because we don't give a damn about your class. If it's a middle class or a high class, yeah, we don't care about your class. No, it's just I want to work when I want to work, do what I'm gonna do, and not showing your saying in the classroom. It's just telling I will do work hard, but I will probably gonna see you. You're gonna see you that you just need to give us the money. It's tax season, baby. I'm not gonna be that last long. Okay, this is the jump stuff. Okay. So Tim Sullivan said, oh, hold on. Right, Tim Sullivan says, so apparently job candidates is sending a thank you note isn't a thing anymore. Candidates protest, send a thank you note. Keep your head lower. This Paul times. Keep your head lower than an interviewer. Memorize your surroundings. Never turn your back on the interviewer when leaving the room. Address the interviewer as your job ship. Bring a stout pig as a gift to the interviewer. Praise the interviewer and debase yourself. Wear a tie. I mean, that's how we sit down and interview. Don't send them thank you notes. This right here is more than just a thank you note. Like, who, I mean, and also bring a stout pig as a gift to the interviewer. I mean, that's a gift. That is more than just a thank you note. It's just a gift to give you though. So yeah. All right, let's go somewhere else. Okay, I'm just gonna give you this little comment. I'll have you know you're speaking to a cold, calculated lone wolf, Sigma male, who does not shy at the signs of an invitation to verbal sparring. How's that, eh? Flummox gets simpleton? Oh, yeah. Well, I'm a friendly, approachable, and a generally pleasant yogurt female who loves being a devil's advocate. Now worship me because I know whatever you said is just cover up for the word secret simp. Yeah, you are. You are a simp. If you're even simp for someone else, then yeah, you that tells you saying that, and you're saying, I don't have a crush on anybody. I don't crush on my characters. You do, you probably do. You might be a liar for that. Probably good just to take that one. So, all right. So Jason Hearn said, let's be honest, your planes very rarely take off. You just take people's money. But Ryan Aaron says, we only had 2,148 flights take off yesterday. To be fair, Jason. They said, oh, you rarely people take off. Um, they fly about over 2,000 yesterday. So we do take off more than often than not. So yeah, they fly somewhere places. Hopefully you will not be in a flight because if you're being rude to all the passengers and all the flight attendants and all that stuff, you'll be added on the no. Hope you're gonna be added on the no-fly list because you'll deserve it. All right, I will do one more and then we'll go over some new stuff. Okay, this is the parenting stuff. Okay, all right. So the top comment says, just beat your kids and teach them how to be normal. But the comments I'm saying, this could go a few different ways I can see. One, they're straight, but they cut you off and don't even have kids. Alternative route, they do have kids, but don't let you anywhere near them. Two, they're gay and have kids through surrogacy or artificial insemination and don't let you anywhere near them. Sure. Alternate route, they're gay but hide that fact. They will then live a miserable life and most likely cheat on a cover-up partner. Ooh. And three, they can't deal with your abuse anymore. Run away and never try to contact you again. These are the only ones I can see happening, but there are definitely more. Regardless, you should not be allowed with 500 feet of children. End it there. If you ever tried to tell me because of you abuse, you have this abuse in the very past. People, if you see abuse and now you're being them to your kids, I suggest they should probably take away. You're gonna have kids there, and they're gonna call child services against you. And you can't see those kids anymore because of your damn abuse, because of your abuse, and you're hurting them. And all these three possible ways here, yeah, just don't beat them. Otherwise, don't let abuse come and go on over them because they're gonna set a bad example for everybody else. Okay, that's a problem. Okay. Oh, comments are gonna be going on over here. 4, they can't take the abuse from a family member they love and commit because if my parents can't love me, who will? Not being flippant. Very sure that. And 5, and the worst option of all, you continue being your kids and they stay normal. However, the cycle of abuse comes in which they'll now abuse their kids and so on until the cycle eventually breaks. That's the worst thing. You don't want to go to that option 5. Option 5 is not for everybody, okay? Don't even go there because you're setting them a bad example and they're gonna beat their own kids and then their kids beating to their kids and something like that. Oh man, yeah. Don't let this abuse go through you. Otherwise, they'll take away all the custody and something just so awful. Very, very awful. Otherwise, they'll take away the children from you. So don't be an abuse MFer. Okay, let's get to the new stuff. We have not seen this new stuff. This is very new. Okay, this one. This is good. Is there anything more depressing than left-wing architecture? Homelessness. Yep. If you see this entire building, it's homelessness. People live in an apartment, like a rusty apartments. I mean, they can't survive, but they'll have to live it this way. What about in New York? What about in New York City? What about the Bronx? What about the Queens? Yeah, they live in that city. Okay, they live in that rusty little apartment there. I mean, I know it's depressing, but you live in a house. They need to find something under the roof. That's something. Okay, this is for musicians out there. This is nice. People were making a living and become famous writing books and songs, inventing things long before the internet exists. Try again and come say, name any of them. Homer, Virgil, Dante, Shakespeare, Mozart, Bach. I keep listening to more people. So ask me. Okay, this is a little bit of a different one, but this is very interesting. Okay, dear ladies, there is no reason for whatsoever for you to post pictures of yourself in low-cut shirts, bikinis, bra, and underwear for anything similar, ever. Not to show your weight loss journey, not to show your newborn baby, not to document your birth story, your brothers. And then from Ellie Mistel, dear Brian, just because you can't scroll Twitter without a bat of whale put under your desk doesn't mean the rest of us lack your self-control. Seek help. A guy who's seen them before. Oh, oh, definitely take them down for good. Oh, sorry, that's a checkmate. That was a absolute checkmate there. Yeah, this is a little Starbucks there. Okay, it says from first dates to engagements, from accidental meet cutes to lifelong friendships. Share a photo in the comments and tell us how Starbucks has played a role in your love story. And this comment said, here's a picture of me waiting in the unemployment line after Starbucks fired me for trying to organize a union. What what did what did Starbucks do? Starbucks. What's wrong with you, man? Her trying to be because they fired her. Wait a minute. You fired her for organizing a union because they really want a union. And then you're gonna fire her? Well, that kind of ruins the reputation of Starbucks. So that happens, then I will never go to Starbucks ever again. It will be the last time I go there. Or not. Okay, this is for the little love stuff right here. ILPT, so that's illegal life protest request. Where to find sugar daddies? No sex or meetups. So basically, you're just looking for an old man to give you things while he gets nothing out of it. That's called a daddy, just a regular daddy. Something tells me you guys aren't the best of terms. Hmm. I mean, your taste is not as good as anybody else's. So if you need to find a sugar daddy, if you really want, if someone wants to give you stuff and then have nothing comes out of it, that's a daddy. It was not a sugar daddy at all. It's just a regular daddy. It's just being a father or something like that. Yeah. Again, your taste is not as good as anybody else's. Okay, this is a really full list right here. Okay, I want to click this. I want to click this so bad. Okay, this said, okay, so for Quasima Seed said, Chipotle, 26% profit increase, raising prices. Starbucks, 31% profit increase, raising prices. McDonald's, 59% profit increase, raising prices. Shell, Mobile, BP, 60% in corporate profit increase, raising prices. There's not a labor shortage. This isn't inflation. It is 100% corporate greed. And then Nancy Hoffman definitely said, the solution is this. Don't eat Chipotle, make burrito at home. Don't eat at McDonald's, take the sandwich to work. Make your own coffee and skip Starbucks. Yes, kids, you can make coffee at home. Ask me how. Drive an electric vehicle. Vote with your wallet. That's power. And then Furious said, this does not solve corporate greed. It does not stop wage theft. It does not stop capitalism. It does, however, make you feel superior to poor people. Boom, that doesn't solve. Yep, sorry, Nancy. That definitely throws it away. That's, I mean, if you're making feel better, you make your feel better to the old people. Then again, corporate greed does not help anything. It does not help at all. Okay, it's not wage theft at all. It's not capitalism. It's none of that. Yep, America is still in a capitalistic game. They're still in a Yep, America is still in the capitalism game. Okay, it's still in the capitalism game. I mean, if I can't go anywhere like this, then do this. But that doesn't solve at all with this greed right here. It is a total greed. It's not inflation at all. It's just a greed. Whatever company they're doing something very shitty. But whatever Nancy's saying here does not help at all. If Socrates was out philosophizing in American society today, he would be canceled real quick, as this comment say. Socrates was executed. A lot of people are going to make fun of you for this tweet, but I won't. I'll explain why. I'll explain it very slowly for you. Because God's most simple people should be treated with respect. Socrates was executed, which is sort of like being canceled. Executed is, I mean, greater than or more than being canceled. I mean, yeah, murdered. What would you rather be murdered, being executed, or canceled? I think I would rather do being murdered. Someone has to murder someone. If I had to choose either being murdered or being canceled, I'd rather being executed or being canceled. I'd rather be executed than being canceled because life is not really worth it at all. Because if I got canceled because those cancel cultures, yeah, cancel just up in the game. I'd rather cancel you guys before cancel me. So that's it. Yeah. Yep. I'm just gonna. Yep. I would rather cancel you before you cancel me because I'm not gonna cancel. They're not gonna cancel me because I don't say anything. So, all right, time for one more, and then that's it. Or maybe a couple more or something like that. Okay, this is what this referring to. Is the wait? Is that the show? Hold on, the Owl House. Okay, because I'm trying to remember this is the right. Yeah, yeah. This is the Owl House, by the way. So this one right here is called the Owl House, and I never heard of this series before. It's brand new. But anyways, we'll get to what this one is. Okay, this is horrible. There's no such thing as queer kids. It's just dysfunctional adults grooming children. You should be ashamed of yourselves. Disgusting. And then Dan Terrence was the creator and say, haha, must suck being terrified of teenage girls dancing together and holding hands. Guess you're an anti-LGBT person. You're a homophobic person. You're a homophobic. Because if you don't like this show, if you don't like the Owl House, then don't watch the Owl House. You can watch yeah, you can watch Star versus Divorce Evil. It's way better than the Owl House. I mean, Owl House is LGBTQ stuff, but I'm all for it. I have not watched it though. Say discussing, then you're a homophobic. That's yeah, I can't do anything fix it. All right. Let's see. Okay, okay. All right, this one is very interesting. So I'm gonna go for one more and that's it. Okay, one more and that's it. All right, this is the last one here. If you don't believe in God, what stops you from raping and killing whoever you want? You're right. And kill every single person I want to and kill. That number being 0. If your number is anything higher than that, you need to GTFO out of your society, you sick bastard. But where you get performance? I know we're morals here, okay? Come on. Getting a lot through here. Because anybody can do that. Anybody can do that. Okay? Not just being a Christian or anything. Anybody can do it. Anybody can, they could just, you know, do all those sorts of things. No, that I'm not done anything. But if you do and you've done a lot of those experience, and if you have done with all those two of those negative things here, it cannot two. And I told you, double two things can make positive. If people would say those two negative things can make positive, no, it will still be a double negative for that. I mean, you cannot do it. I mean, you cannot do it. And even if you try to do those two things, it's still double negative to you. So We want to have 0, okay? We wanted to make it crime free, okay? If yours is not crime free, then just run. Hopefully you don't get caught. All right, that does everything for my podcast. Well, not podcast. That does everything for more of Murder by Words. I might do one of these one of these rabbits here, but it's not gonna be the rabbit song. It's just me now reading through all this, and you can see my face now. So, hurrah! All right, guys, that is the end of this video. I'll see you next time, when's the video is gonna be. All right, guys. Bye, everyone.